What were your opening thoughts on the match, Coach?
You know, we definitely were not as sharp as I thought we would be. We coming up into the match, I thought we looked great all week of practice. Some guys wrestled really well. Some guys just really didn't get their offense going, and you know, we gave up a couple bonus points in matches where things were going okay, or, you know, 97 was just, you know, we're 30 seconds into the match, we look into something, just really a kind of a, you know, a wreck move. We look into it and get caught and pinned. And heavyweight, the match is 3-0. Things are, you know, we're still in it. And again, another just mental mistake where you put your head too close to your knee and you let a guy come over top of you. And at this level, you can't make mistakes like that, or bad things happen. And that's what did. On the positive note, you know, I look at guys like Luke that went out there and gets a tech fall, and Cody had a great match. It was you know, back and forth. He stayed with it, gets on top, and sinks that armbar in and gets the fall. And I got to tell you, at that point in time, I thought we were looking pretty good, and you know, felt good for the dual meet. But it just goes to show, you know, everybody's got to do their job. You know, you know, this is an individual sport, but when it comes down to the team, every single person is accountable for their weight class and pulling their weight. And we had some guys that did a great job, and we had some other guys that really need to pick up the pace.
Now, I know you preach all the time winning the lower weight classes, and they weren't in sequential order today, but they were able to get a couple of victories. Jamel Hudson performed really well. What you like from him?
Yeah, you know, again, if you look at, you know, 25 to 49, we were 4-0 with a major decision, a technical fall, and a pin. I mean, you can't really start much better than that. Jamel looks great. You know, is what we expect from him to do. Is very methodical, calculated shots, explosive, and I think as he gets acclimated to the weight, you're just going to see more and more from him. And as he feels getting more confident in all three positions, he's going to be he could be very special for us.
A couple of new guys in the lineup today: Booth, Hughes, Howes. What you like from them?
Joe, I thought, you know, was a little tentative in the beginning. You know, he's been off for about 1.5 years with a surgery and stuff like that. So I could see in the first period he was tentative on his shots, and then as the match went on and he kind of just stopped thinking about it and wrestling, you saw the score starting to go up, and so I like that. I like to see him come out and start that way to start the match. Dwight Howes, I thought, was wrestling a good match. I'd like to see more out of him, and, you know, you can't lose in the last 3 seconds. You can't get taken down in the last 3 seconds, and especially when you controlled the entire match. I mean, it was a 1-1 match or a 2-1 match, but it was controlled by Dwight. And for him to allow the kid to get to his legs and then just really just poor defense on his part there cost him the match. You can't have it. And Mike, you know, was wrestling a very quality kid, NCAA qualifier. He's right in the match with him. A couple things, you know, a couple key mistakes there right at the end, giving up that takedown, and then getting pinned. Obviously, is not the way you want to finish the match. And that was just, you know, I talked to him about it right afterwards, and you know, just, you know, we talk about the whistle blows. You got to come to your feet, and he said he didn't move. And then when you don't move to start, it puts you in a bad position. He ended up giving up a position, and you get caught and pinned. And that's the way it works at this level.
So what sort of things you want to improve on in practice now going forward?
You know, I think we just need to work on the guys. I mean, all of them continuously need to keep getting better. You know, winning more hand-fighting positions, getting some more leg attacks. I'd like to see Nick Turdick, you know, open things up a little bit more. You know, overall, you know, it's disappointing because it's a match that we should have won. You know, I really feel we should have won this match. So it's a disappointing outcome to lose by criteria and stuff like that. But, you know, as the first match, we got to get better in a lot of positions. But one thing I definitely think we need to get better in is our weight control. And I think that really affects some of the matches, and pushing the pace and just really controlling and not letting guys off the hook. I felt we would get it to a point where we'd be ready to just break them, and then we'd not keep pressing and then let them back in the match. And you just can't do that.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.